I am frightened because a lot happened in the last episode, and I don't know how it's gonna what's gonna happen in this episode as an aftermath, because we got. Let's summarize real quick before we get into this. Basically, Jacques is officially on the Mantle Atlas Council. Tyrion showed up and wrecked shit. And now Penny is framed for straight up murder. Political murder at that, which I'm pretty sure is probably like worse than just like regular murder, in some people's eyes at least. So, it's a fucking shit show, and we're gonna see what happens. I'm a little less sick than the last time I recorded, thankfully. You might still be able to hear it in my voice, but I'm a lot better than I was doing. So, we are free to just get right into this. Oh boy! I've got my RWBY, and I'm ready to go. Okay, let's do this. Make sure my volume's up all the way. Yes, it is. Mess around with my recording setup again because I don't know, like I liked what I was doing before, but I also kind of had its issues, I think, especially with the lighting. So I think like sort of like this and like in this positioning, which is like kind of back in the place I was doing it before, but a little different. I think this is a bit better. So I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I'm gonna be recording someplace else the next time I do an episode anyway. I'm about to go on a little vacay sort of for Christmas. So yeah, I'll be in a different location next time I record anyway. Oh, sweet baby girl. I really hope we can prove that he didn't do that. Oh man, how are they gonna prove it wasn't her? Like, I don't know, there's gotta be cameras around, but, I mean, a fucking asshole McGee has access to, like, all those cameras. So he could, I don't know, just erase the footage or change it or whatever, make it look like she's guilty. I don't know, maybe she has some sort of built-in recording in her eyes, but who's to say he hasn't messed with that either, huh? Okay, oh boy. Okay, so she must have run to her father. This must be where she's at. Which is good. Oh, are we not gonna see that grim fight either? I feel like they've teased us with grim fights a lot. Which, I mean, I guess they got, like, a lot to get to, so... But yeah, so it just feels like... Like they've been like, oh shit, here's Grim. Maybe not a lot. Maybe I'm like thinking, I don't know. But yeah, okay, yeah. My brain just like caught up for a second. You said like many people are calling for the Protector of Atlas to be deactivated. That's what I said. I was like, oh, they're gonna want her to be deactivated. Shit, what are they doing? What are you guys doing now?
Everything all right over here?
Is Sheep Girl Fiona okay? Please tell me she's okay. Wow, wait. Oh, thank fuck! There's Fiona. Okay, well, what is she doing? What is that? What is that? Did she make it invisible? Sorry about that. What the fuck?
This is the worst case scenario. More people are dead. Penny's been framed, and somehow...
What the fuck were they doing?
On the council.
That's the second shipment for Amity that was hit today. It seems election night was the last push Robin needed to go.
Okay, so they were stealing stuff from Amity. Okay, that answers what they were doing with that truck. What other fucking semblances? I need to know. That was cool as hell.
They're refusing to sell us provisions until the city is adequately repaired. With Robin redistributing distributing the goods her team has stolen, the Amity project is completely stalled.
But we're so close. There has to be someone
Kind
who can
of-
finish the tower.
They do kind of need those supplies too.
Marshall
Whoa.
You're not actually considering that, are you?
Yeah, whoa.
What's more important? Establishing communications, unite the world, or appeasing a few city blocks?
Don't make it sound trivial when you know it isn't. You keep talking about how we just need a little more time, but you're not the one having to struggle.
Go off, Nora. Fuck yeah.
For the greater good. Mantle has had to
You're
build a
not
lot
dealing
of
with that
good
shit. You don't know what's happening
They're
down there.
bearing all of it. The longer
Fuck
this
yeah.
waiting game goes on, the harder each day gets for people down there. And now you want to send in more soldiers? You
Yeah,
can't force
exactly.
people to fall in line. If you do that, you'll just be trading all of these problems for the grim.
Fuck, Nora, yeah. That's exactly it. He can't fix his problems by pushing more control.
That kind of division plays right into Salem's hands.
Exactly.
That's why Tyrion is here framing you.
Right. The reason we called you here in the first place.
Tell
You're
him,
sure
girls.
this was the man you saw?
Tyrion Callows was
Oh,
accused
I
of
gotta
murder
pause and
by
read all that later.
a homicidal maniac who escaped justice when his prison transport was attacked by Grim. After that,
Oh,
he was never seen again. Well, he
shit.
works for Salem.
I wonder if
and he's
Salem purposely
We
sent
ever
those
had
Grim,
any doubts
or if
was
that was
Salem's
just a
next
coincidence.
target? I think those are officially out the window.
But now we have a suspect. We can tell the people.
That a long-lost serial killer is loose in Mantle and the military has no idea where he is. Might make things worse before we get better.
Yeah,
I am
fuck.
so sick of secrets. If we just told everyone about Amity, about Salem.
We
What?
can't.
Can't they tell? Why couldn't they tell people that they were trying to establish a global thing? That might make people feel better. I didn't even think about that.
We risk falling to the Grim before we can reunite remnants. We have to finish.
He's going
the
fucking
tower.
nuts.
I want Robin Hill in custody. We can offer her a deal if she gets Mantle to cooperate.
We'll figure it out.
Anyone not assisting with Robin needs to focus on Tyrion. I want to know who he's working with, where he's hiding,
He is
what he's planning,
stressed.
and how
Fuck.
exactly that
Oh,
video
man.
of Penny got all over my kingdom. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
Ren. Ren's leaning into this shit. Fuck.
Thanks again for the assist on this, you two. Now we may all be split between different trucks, but we need to be ready to act as one in case Robin's team takes the bait. If your truck is hit, pursue immediately. Everyone else will move in as fast as possible. Going radio silent. Over.
I have a lot to unpack about that last scene after this.
Do you think we should have told Ironwood about Salem?
Maybe.
Put so much on the line for Amity? Sounds like you do. I trust Ruby, but I think he deserves to know what he's stepping into. We all did. You don't agree?
Is this an instrumental, the opening?
The embargo, the military presence, the restrictions on assembly. He's a bit prone to overreacting. Yeah.
It's
hard
also
to argue
true.
with that. Still,
Fuck,
we
that
have
is
a lot of
also
good
true.
options. I'm not sure there are many good options left for any of us anymore.
This shit is so complicated.
It makes you wonder how far we're going to have to go to keep doing the right thing.
They have no exactly right answer in this.
We did what we had to do.
Did.
I know.
You're doing your best. Oh,
Next
you're just
time,
kids.
I want to make sure we don't have to.
You're.
And I can tell you, ambushing a huntress who's just trying to help isn't an option I'm thrilled about choosing.
Yeah, Blake must be kind of like sympathetic with Robin because, you know, her, when the White Fang was peaceful with her and she was in it, and Robin's whole thing of trying to make things better for her people, they've got a lot in common.
Have her recorded visual data shortly. That should prove her innocence.
Oh, okay, so she does have, like,
Damage is already
recordings.
been done. The things people are saying about her.
Oh, fuck, okay, I didn't... Oh, did they show that footage earlier? I didn't notice that. So he did, like, mess with
I don't think
footage.
Robin was their target. Salem's goal has always been to divide us.
Watts did, like, mess with footage to make it look like she was the one slicing him up.
Just like at the Vital Festival.
Yeah, just
Just
like
back
Beacon.
then, someone is using our own technology against us. This stock-up footage of Penny came from her work all around Namor.
Also, by the way, I hate you two. It's been a while.
Ugh, hacking, technology. Oh, why can't people just do what they used to and fight to the death? A lot simpler, if you ask me.
It is simpler.
We're dealing with the same enemy for Beacon. Hacking into Mantle's system would be simple. Fortunately, the rest of Atlas is running on an upgraded network.
And how would someone get access to that network?
Well, only a few people have clearance. Ironwood, the Council, our cybersecurity and surveillance leads, and maybe a select few who oversee critical systems like sewage or the heating grid.
The heating grid run in partnership with the Schneider's company. What are you thinking? I don't know yet, but something isn't right. Understatement of the century. And how are you doing?
If Maria hadn't offered to help me these past weeks, I'd have likely collapsed by now. Getting a communications tower into the sky seems impossible on its own, but now, to think of what people want to do to my girl.
Aw, he's such a good
Even if
dad.
the worst
And why
does
is he
happen,
coughing?
You can always reactivate her again. So maybe try not to worry so much.
That is true.
There's a reason
They can,
why Penny is the only one
like,
of them
save
now.
her data somewhere and then let people think she's deactivated.
When the general first challenged us to find the next breakthrough in defense technology, most of my
He's
colleagues
covering.
assumed more
Watts worked on Penny, didn't he? He's covering one of those people with his finger.
I was one of the few who believed in looking inward for inspiration.
You wanted to protect her with a soul.
Good plan.
And when General Ironwood saw her, he did too. Much to my surprise, the Penny Project was chosen over all the other proposals.
Why would you be surprised?
Was Watts bitter that his plan wasn't chosen?
Not quite.
Not quite. Is he sharing his aura with Penny?
Her part of yours?
Yes. And each time I rebuild Penny, it takes a little more.
Oh, that's why he's coughing.
People get their wish and she's destroyed. I won't be able to.
Oh, shit. So he's...
We'll find
That is Watts, I knew it.
I promise.
Oh, fuck. Watts worked on Penny. Pietro and Penny have the same soul, I guess, technically.
Scramble! No, wait! Split up and regroup at the hideout.
Ooh. Place got moves. Oh shit, are they gonna fight?
Please stop. We just want to...
I just wanna talk. Let's let him talk. Whoa, what is her... Whoa. That's a cool weapon. Bumblebee double attack.
If Ironwood wants me, he'll have to send more than a couple of kids.
He is. Stopping the trucks alerted the ASOPs. We don't have long before they arrive, so please listen to us. You need to know the truth.
You're stalling.
Amity Coliseum, all these supplies, they're for
Tell
a
her.
new communications
Just tell her.
tower. It doesn't make any sense. A new tower means the kingdoms
I
can
know what
finally...
the tower means, fisticuffs.
Fisticuff.
One of you take my hand.
What?
You said time is short. Either take it or I'm gone.
She has one finger uncovered. Does her touch? Is she able to do something with her touch? Like read minds or something?
Tell me again. What is Ironwood building out in the tundra?
Does she have like lie
A new
detection?
communications tower. He's trying to help everyone.
Oh, it's totally lie detection, isn't it?
Telling the truth.
Handy semblance.
Why keep that a secret?
Because he doesn't know who
don't.
he can trust. Atlas isn't out to get anybody.
Okay, I guess that's the
People
reason
murdering
not to tell
civilians
people
in
about the
Mantle
tower,
are
but
just trying
still.
to make it look that way. And if those same people learned about Amity, they do everything in their power to destroy it.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't thinking about that earlier when I was like, why not tell people about the tower?
Can't tell you that part yet.
Bullshit.
Look, we are trusting you.
Okay,
So
don't.
trust us when we say
Language.
the tower needs to stay a secret secret until it's
How we already had someone call someone a
Just need little
bitch.
more time. Run! We'll throw them off! I won't stop until I know the whole truth.
Oh, Yang is so conflicted.
It's right
This is a
behind that
mess.
door.
Staff of creation.
Oh shit, is this
I
the...
hoped
Is this
for
the
you down
vault?
here might jog some memories. After all, it was your idea to use the staff to lift Atlas off the ground.
It's not as intricate as the last one we saw back in Mistral.
That's the public
It's still
story.
cool.
But with the staff, we have a constant, seemingly limitless energy.
I guess like Mistral is more like fanciful and mysticky, and Atlas is a little more like rigid and clean.
That
So it makes
served
sense.
The inspiration for the Amity project. Get a communication tower up in the sky, higher than the Grim can survive. So we never lose contact with each other again.
But you're not using the staff to raise Amity.
The staff can only be used for one purpose at a time. We're going to have to do Amity the old-fashioned way, dust and all.
It feels strange, knowing a part of me helps come up with all this.
You'll get used to it, I'm sure. Eventually.
Wait, one purpose at a time, so that being used for something? Shit, did I miss something while I was talking? Is it being used to lift
Didn't know we'd
Atlas?
see eye to eye. But I wish I could ask Oscar what he thought of all this.
Well, I can tell you what I think. The path you're heading down, where you're the only one with the answers, where you do the thing you think is right no matter the cost, it's not going to take you anywhere good.
We have to stop Salem.
You don't like that.
Matters more.
Some things matter more.
Yeah, there's tension building between them,
Our
huh?
humanity. It's what makes us different from her.
Sometimes I worry that's her greatest advantage. Without humanity, does she still feel fear? Does she ever hesitate? When Salem hit Beacon, being with all my ships, all of my soldiers, I was no match for her.
Ironwood, you're not going down a good path.
The way she told me she was there.
It's okay to be afraid. You just can't let that fear control you.
I am not going to end up like Lionheart. Do you believe in me?
I do believe in you. But not only you. I think the best thing you could do is sit down and talk with the people you're most afraid to.
Good answer.
Now you are starting to sound like me.
Oh, we're already like almost to the end of this episode, huh? Jeez. What big thing are you gonna hit us with at the end of this episode, huh?
Winter. What is it?
Shit, what is it? What the fuck? Is it Jock? What? Just tell me, what is it?
What's going on?
What is it now?
Getting your wish.
My father's first act. We've all been invited to dinner, where the general will be defending his seat on the council.
Shit. Ha 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 ha. This is a lot to take in. It feels like so fucking much happened this episode. Yes, it's totally an instrumental of the opening, isn't it? I like her hair. I like her. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah. So I'll have to rewatch, take some notes, unpack. I feel like there's a lot to talk about, but I don't know if I'll be able to like do it all justice. I'll try. yeah, I have to rewatch because I know there's probably some like little things I missed because I'm just running my mouth. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna pause here, take a little breather, rewatch, and reconvene in just a moment. So see you guys in a sec. Okay, so I have collected myself after that episode. I have taken just like a full page of notes. I don't know if you can see that. I actually had to like squeeze some writing in at the bottom. But we're going to get right into it. We're going to start off with the Happy Huntresses, and specifically their semblances. So, the blue ponytail girl, that's what I marked her name as, but then I checked her actual name on the wiki, and it's May. I guess, May. So yeah, May, who also, interestingly, before I get to the semblances, I thought this was fun on the wiki. I don't know if this is true or not, but that her name is May Marigold, and that she's the cousin of Henry Marigold, who is the dude who, like, hit on Weiss at that, like, party back in Volume 4, and I thought that was just funny. I don't know if that's, like, confirmed thing, but they do have the exact same, like, hair color, so maybe. And also, apparently, her voice actress says that she is trans, which, that's cool. I love that. Anyway, okay, semblances. So May, like, apparently she can create, like, an invisibility field. So, like, within that large dome, it looks like, basically, from the outside, no one can see, like, what's going on in that dome, which is pretty awesome. And then Fiona, like, even the wiki, like, didn't have, like, a confirmed thing about what her semblance is, but, like, so it looked like she had, like, a hole in her hand, so it appears like she can sort of, like, I just wrote, like, sucks in matter, question mark, so, like, yeah, it looks just like what she's doing, like, she's got, like, a sort of vacuum in the palm of her hand that she can open up with her semblance, so that's interesting. Also, just thank you so much, Rooster Teeth, for letting her live. I didn't want my sweet sheep girl to get killed by the Scorpion Man. I was very happy about that. And Robin, I know, like, we're, like, jumping ahead for a sec, because we don't find out her semblance until, like, the end of the episode, but, so her semblance, I'm very interested in that, too. It's, lie detector, it seems. Where her aura flashes green when someone's telling the truth, and I presume it flashes red if they're lying. So that's really interesting. I guess that's why she has one finger uncovered from her glove, so she can have a physical contact to do that. Yeah, it's really interesting, and I wonder, like, is that gonna, like, come into play more, throughout, like, later on or something? I don't know. It's a cool semblance. I like it a lot. It is, like Yang said, it's handy. Now we're going to jump, again, we're going to jump back, and we're going to go to Ironwood is on edge. Holy shit, he is freaking out. He's not handling this all that well. You know, like, his hair was, like, a little disheveled. His, like, eyes were, like, you know, he's doing that, like, thing where, like, their pupils get kind of small. Or, you know, not just their pupils, like, their whole irises and everything. He's looking a little off his rocker, and he's stressed as hell. Like, I feel bad for the guy, but I'm also like, martial law? No, don't do that. Are you kidding? No. And I wrote just, like, Nora goes off. Like, fuck yeah, Nora. That was awesome. Like, she's never been one to really, like, conceal herself. So it's just, like, really awesome to see her, like, you know, blowing up at Ironwood and giving him a piece of her mind. And I really liked what she said about, like, you're not the one having to struggle. Like, I just wrote, like, that down, like, because holy shit, that was just a cool Nora moment. Because he's not the one having to struggle. He's willing to make all these sacrifices for the greater good and all that, but he's not the one making the sacrifices. It is the poor people down in Mantle who are having to suffer. And yeah, maybe yeah, a global communication tower would be awesome, but you can't deny all these resources to the people without telling them what it's for and all that. And like I'd get, yeah, like if you publicly announce the tower, then you're opening yourself up to being sabotaged by Salem, but they are already like into your networks and stuff. It's, how do you know they don't already know? You know? They might, do they already know? They might know. So yeah, that's, I don't know, Nora's awesome. I love Nora so much. And everyone's just on edge. And, wow. Okay, and, playing into Tyrion's hands, like, exactly you are. What was that in reference to? I don't even remember. Okay, Tyrion's a little, like, you know, that screen, that Aesop's Clover, I was about to just call him Aesop's man. Anyway, I think it was him that showed it, or was it Winter? I don't know. It's late at night. Forgive me for a little bit for being a little, like, spacey. So, like, I did pause that scene so I could read the whole thing. It was a little hard to read some of it, but, I read it, and it was basically it's just talking about, like, it was like a report, an incident report. Tyrion escaped. He's an escaped convict, like they said. He was captured jointly by Atlas and Mistral, and his transport ship was taken by Grimm. And I have a specific, I copied down, like, a specific little snippet of it that's, like, towards the end of the report that I thought was very interesting because, like I said, like, I was wondering, like, oh, did Salem, like, send that horde of Grimm, like, out to, like, specifically to free Tyrion so she could use him to help her? And it seems very likely that that is exactly what happened. Because, like, before the snippet it even says, like, the Grimm were reported to be, like, minimal to none, and then all of a sudden this Grimm horde comes out, and then the snippet is recorded. So it says Cornetto, that's the, like, pilot of the ship, I think it was the pilot, whatever, it was a dude on the ship overseeing the transport. Okay, Cornetto continues to speak despite clearly suffering injuries from the crash. Most notable were his repeated phrase, "What are you? What are you?" It is unclear to when or to whom or what Cornetto was directing his question at. Immediately following this moment, Cornetto is fatally attacked by Grimm. Callow's voice is the last recorded. The suspect seems to be weeping before stating the word beautiful. Transmission ends immediately. What else could that be if not Salem? I'm a little surprised, like, she actually, like, showed up herself just to recruit this guy, but, I mean, I guess it makes sense. So Salem totally, like, crashed that party, crashed that ship, and freed Tyrion. That was the first time he saw her, and he was, like, weeping, you know, like, he calls her, like, his goddess and all that. I guess he was just whipped from the very beginning. So that was very interesting to me. Like, I wasn't expecting to learn how Tyrion joined up with Salem in this episode, but I guess that's it. She freed him from a military transport ship when he was on his way to imprisonment, I think. They call him the suspect, so I don't think he was actually convicted yet. I think he was on his way to trial, probably. Goddamn. Anyways, okay. My next note is that the crew is getting sick of secrets. Like, Nora, this is in reference to Nora literally saying, oh, I'm so sick of secrets. Cause, like, yeah, secrets doesn't ever seem like Nora's style. Like I was saying earlier, she wears her heart on her sleeve and speaks her mind. And it's also, like, referencing to, like, Yang especially, but Yang and Blake, they both seem a little, like, iffy about this, and, like, again, jumping ahead just a little bit, like, Yang saying, like, she trusts Ruby, but it just doesn't sit well with her keeping all these secrets, and I kind of agree. I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. One of my notes is just like, I didn't like the way Ironwood said like or how she got this video all over my kingdom. I have that. I like wrote down that in quotes, like my kingdom. Like, you're getting a little dictatory. I just wanted to note that. My next note, Ren, I'm worried about you. Like, I was really I don't know what's I don't know what's gonna happen with Ren, what his arc is gonna be. Like, what? Like, last episode they kissed, so I thought, like, now all things were gonna be cool with Ren and Nora. But now, like, he's full on leaning in to, like, this being part of Atlas thing. And, like, I'm really fucking curious. Ren, what's going on with you? What's your arc gonna be this volume? Are you gonna, like... I don't think he'll, like, split from the group to go Atlas. But, like, maybe he'll be on the verge of that? And, like... I don't know, I guess we're gonna get some, like, relationship drama between Nora and Ren. They're gonna have to talk some shit out. She's probably gonna have to talk... She and him are probably gonna have a talk, like... What was that all about? Why... Like, why are you leaning so full into this? I don't know, it just surprised me. I guess Ren does seem like kind of the type who would really like sort of like a structure. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, now jumping back to Yang and Blake's talk, like what I was saying about Yang, not like fully like being comfortable with keeping all these secrets, and you know, what Blake said is true. Like, he is one kind of to overreact, so I think it is valid to not tell Ironwood that, but, like, my note here, there is no 100% perfect choice, because there's really not, like, each of their options, telling Ironwood everything, not telling him everything, telling the people everything about Salem, not telling the people everything about Salem, just all these things. Like, there are pros and cons to each one, and those pros and those cons are all very valid, and it's just, it's a very difficult choice, and like, that, with my next note, which I want to, like, Blake's and Yang's are obviously feeling Adam guilt, like with, like, Blake's comment about, like, how far they have to go, you know, how they even had to take a life, and Yang was like, we did what we had to do. It's my next note, they're just kids. And you forget that. They're just kids. But they've gone through all this bullshit. You know, they've done and seen so much, and you forget that their official hunches is now sure. But they didn't even finish their schooling. They're just kids, and they're having to deal with such heavy emotional stuff and the weight of the literal world on their shoulders. And it's just tough. There's no 100% right choice in this situation, and these kids are having to try and weigh all this morality when they should have just been allowed to enjoy their school days. But no, Salem has to fuck with all that. And I really feel for these kids. They shouldn't have to be going through this. Oh, man. Anyway, we're gonna jump right up to, the Penny has part of Pietro's soul. She is not an artificial soul. She is not, you know, I guess she definitely is. We do definitely know she is human. It's because Pietro, I wonder, like, sort of, like, did he, like, take part of his soul and then, like, grow it from there, you know, in order to, like, create, like, a new soul from it. I wonder the exact specifications of that. I really would. I don't think they'll really go into more detail, but I would really like them to, because I am curious exactly how that works. Like, Penny is obviously different from Pietro, but, like, in what ways? It's like, is it just like, does she have just like a small nugget of a soul? Does he put a fragment of his soul in something, and like it generates and expands upon it to create a new soul? When he recreates her, like, is it like creating a new Penny? It's a part of the same soul she used to have, but like, is it the same her? Is it like, does she have like a memory core, and then that memory core, all those memories recorded on it, interacts with the soul and then creates the Penny soul we know? I'm just curious, I'm rambling on it. But yeah, oof. Okay, so Penny does not have infinite resets. So I was like a little worried about that, like, you know, like what I was saying. Like now it's like there's no stakes for Penny. But I guess there are stakes for Penny still, which is like kind of good. I was still like a little iffy about like the bringing her back thing, because it felt kind of like going against. I already went into all this, so I won't go into it again. But it was basically like, it felt like a little like it was weird bringing Penny back right after we got a whole thing about Salem being punished for trying to bring the person she loved back. But okay, so like Penny does have some stakes in that regard. So it's not just like, oh, we can break Penny whenever we want and then she's back. And oof, I hope Pietro's like okay. Like, oh god, is something dramatic gonna happen, and like Penny's gonna get seriously injured or something, and he's gonna have to give up another large part of his soul? Don't let anything happen to Pietro. He's such a sweet dude. Oh my god, like seeing him like tear up over Penny, he obviously cares about her, and I mean it makes sense, like more than just like a scientist proud of his robot daughter, you know, which is like that would have been fun itself, but like she is literally part of him. So obviously he gets worked up about her. It's so sweet. I also had this thought of like, what if he's not actually like he's all gray hair and stuff. What if he's not actually that old? What if he's like 30 or something, and but like taking part of his soul made him look super old. That's kind of fucked up to be laughing at, I think, but I don't know. Watts worked with Pietro. That is so they do know each other. I wonder if they're gonna meet and have some sort of conflict about that. I wonder if we're gonna learn more about Watts through that. It is definitely. I do wonder if like maybe part of the reason he left had something to do with the Penny Project. Because like, was he bitter? Like like I was speculating earlier. Like, was he bitter about his plan not going through? You know, but like I don't think that'd be enough to get him to leave. It said he was disgraced. Sorry about that. I said he was disgraced, so I wonder. Yeah, I just wonder if his disgrace had something to do with the Penny Project, maybe. Yes, so skipping again, we are going to... Robin now knows about the tower. That's interesting. Is she going to keep, like, attacking these transport ships? Or, not ships, cars? Probably. Honestly, probably. But it is curious, like, what is she going to do with this information? I don't have too much speculation on what I think she's going to do. Maybe she's going to try and approach Ironwood herself. I don't know, but now that just opens up a whole new can of worms of what she's going to do with that information now that she has it. And then, so that's all I wanted to talk about in that scene, I think. Unless I'm forgetting something, I forgot to write it down, but, I just thought it was interesting, now going to the next scene, how apparently it's the staff that is what's lifting Atlas up. It's very interesting. I wonder, it's the staff of, oh fuck, what is it, the staff of knowledge? I'm blanking. Like I said, it's late and I'm tired. I swear as soon as like I finish this recording, I'm gonna remember like exactly what it is. But yeah, this is staff. It's somehow lifting up Atlas, which is interesting. I didn't really think it could do that. Now I wonder, is Salem's crew gonna take it and then Atlas is gonna plummet to the ground? Anyone? Any of y'all remember the movie Sky High? And there's that scene where like the school is falling. They're gonna be like that. Is Nora gonna use her lightning super strength to hold up Atlas? Let's see. In Ironwood, his comment about eventually you won't even know who's who. That didn't sit well with Oscar. You can tell like that is obviously something he's afraid of. And I just thought that was an interesting little like scene, showing like you can see Oscar's conflict with that in Ironwood. Ironwood doesn't really value Oscar, if you know what I mean. Like he's kind of just interested in Oscar for Ozpin, I feel like, which sucks. Oscar's a sweet farm boy. Sorry about that, really. Like I said, still sick. I don't know. Yeah, so it's just like, it's just sad. I really feel bad for Oscar. I want him to be okay. Oscar's talk, you'd think he himself is the one who's been around for millennia, and not just the dude sleeping in the back of his mind. He sounds so mature, like such a far cry from the little farm boy. And I don't know, it's just really cool. But yeah, there are obviously some tensions building between these two. I gotta wrap this up before I, just start coughing completely. Yeah, so Oscar had some very valid points in his talk. I don't really have much to say on that beyond, yes, everything Oscar said I totally agree with. Like, how he was how he's, telling Ironwood that the path he's on now is not going to lead to anything good. He cannot just shut out everyone and try and handle everything himself. It's very true. But yeah, tensions building between these two. I've been wondering, are they going to physically fight? In the title sequence. I don't know if they're going to have a physical fight or if that's just representing the tension between them, but I think there is going to be some sort of blowout between them. Maybe not a full-on fight, but maybe a heated discussion and maybe some blows get exchanged. I don't know, but they're sort of clashing in some aspects. What's next? Dinner with Jock. I was just checking to see if I had anything else written before that. Yes. Oh boy, what is gonna happen at that dinner? Nothing good. I don't know. Are they gonna is there gonna be an ambush at that dinner? I don't even know. Ironwood's gonna be defending his council seat, which is, oh boy. I don't know. Is Jock directly challenging him? Can he do that? Can he get Ironwood dethroned without another election? Because they weren't electing for him. I don't even know what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be a whole shit show. But yeah, we're probably gonna learn more about whatever deal Watts and Jock made. Maybe we'll even get to see Mama Schnee. I would love that. I really want to see Mama Schnee. We're gonna have some Schnee family angst, I'm sure. I'm sure both Winter and Weiss will probably be there. It's just gonna be a whole shit show, and I don't even know what's gonna happen. And I am frightened. I think that is all I want to talk about at the end of this episode. Like I said, it was a lot. I feel like we got a lot of information and a lot to sort of dissect from that. Sorry, like I said, I'm a little bit spacey. It is kind of late. But yeah, thank you for sitting through this if you had. this a really interesting volume so far. I'm enjoying it a lot. So with all that said, I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching to this point. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.